Hello guys, it's Sakuems. Welcome back. So in this video I'm going to do a quick vlog and show you an exciting project that I'm working on. I've been making a lot of artworks for a reverse coloring book. I don't know exactly the name I'm going to call this project, but I'm really excited. I have a lot of designs to show you already. I'm gonna tease a lot of the content on my Facebook and Instagram page, so if you want to be on the lookout for that, then head over to my socials and try to remember my actual schedule, because from now on I'm going to post only at 8 p.m. Paris time. I have a whole schedule which I will link below if you want to check it out, between Facebook and Instagram and also YouTube. So I hope that you will enjoy taking a look at the current design that I'm working on. I have 6 so far. I'm going to do a set of 10 and we'll see how that goes. But before I jump into like more content, I wanted to show you what I've been working on, just in case you have any suggestions when it comes to like the way I could build more artworks, because I am pretty new to this and it's very hard to find a middle ground between abstract and giving a hint of something and not overly work the piece itself, because then if I do too much, then you are way too guided and you can't really do your own take on the actual piece. What I find very interesting with this project is that I am very free when it comes to working with colors. I find it very interesting to also think about what I would do myself to finish the piece, and what could also be one way or one path or another path that someone would take to finish the piece. What I found interesting the most is I can't wait really to just see what people can do and how they're gonna improve the piece, how they're gonna change it. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities and I want to do things very specifically for this project. This is not going to be printed by my the company that does my coloring book. It's not going to be like spiral bound or anything like that. This is going to be entirely homemade because I want you to be able to express yourself to the best you can. For that reason, all the sets will be available on cardstock and watercolor paper. I'm going to print them myself. It's more like a coloring set. Basically, you're gonna get a print of the base artwork and you can come on top with whatever tool you want to use. If you want to use a lot of paints and gouache, then you can probably just go with the watercolor paper, which I will print myself. And if you want to use more like just plain black outlines or just a white gel pen, for example, you can use the cardstock. But I wanted to make this project very much like a I guess like a tailored kind of reverse coloring book. It's not even like a reversed coloring book. To me, it's more like let's collab together, because I'm providing the base for you to work on. You can do whatever you want on top. You can just change it completely. You can cover it if you want to. You can add like glitters or gold paint, silver paint. It is very open and I hope that you will like it. So yeah, this is going to be a set of 10 designs. I have 6 done so far, so I have only 4 remaining to do. I have more ideas. I could do like a 20-piece set, but I don't want to choose the idea too much. I also don't want the set to be too much of the same thing, because if it's slightly abstract, I look a lot into what was currently out there, and I felt that after a while the pieces start looking the same. Basically, you can't just go that many ways when you have a base like this. You can just do abstract, you can do different colors, you can do certain kind of shapes without it being too guided, like too specific. You can do like nature oriented artworks, which I also did, but I'm trying to figure out a way to create a set where each piece is different, so you can really make different artworks. A lot of my artworks have been built like that. I have a base with watercolors and I create texture, and then I come on top with whatever comes in mind. And yeah, so this is like the best project for me, really, because I've been having so much fun lately. I didn't really record the process of those because I wanted to really dive in, but I did made a reel for one of the pieces that will be posted next week. And I will definitely record more of the process for the last 4 that I have to do, because I have already the base in my head. I have a few doodling that I did just to place kind of like the way I'm gonna build the last couples. And yeah, so I will record more of those, more like actual process, but I want to show you what I've been working already on. I'm not gonna show you every single piece because I want to tease some of those next week on my Facebook and Instagram page, but I'm still just so excited that I want to show you some of them. But I'm gonna try my best to maintain like a schedule still on YouTube. I'm not gonna post every week, but I'm trying to do like at least twice a month. But yeah, so now I'm just gonna show you what I've been working on. I hope that you will like it. So this is one of the pieces that I did, the last one actually that I just completed today. This is also one for the reel on Instagram. I had like some doodling of just like some basic ideas when it came like to texture or just random shapes. If I were to do like more figurative work or more abstract work, I didn't really have any like goals set in mind, just a few ideas that I had in my mind. But I also listed some colors that I wanted to combine, kind of like the themes with like nature, abstracts, or just blobs of colors, or hint of characters. I tried to remain slightly abstract so you don't have to really follow that and make a character, because that's not the point. For the one I just showed you with like the browns, this was it. This was supposed to be like some random stripe and bubbly and blobs of colors. It's pretty abstract and random, so it's hard to really follow that. I didn't want to draw that. I really just wanted this as a guideline. So when I started working on this, then what I did is I used tons of yellow first, and I dripped the color, so that's why there's a lot of those kind of like branches. And then I came on top with random blobs of colors, trying to define some places and some not. And once that was dried, I emphasized even more random shapes. So it kind of looks like foliage, but it's not really. It kind of looks like random tree trunks that could be built, but it's not really. And I like it. As soon as I see something in it and I could picture making something on top, I stop. This is where I would probably just think about what would I paint on top. I could cover some places, maybe do a face somewhere, maybe animals, or just completely pattern looking with like different shapes. So this is one of those more into the brown section, I guess, more earthy tones. But I couldn't help myself and I put some pink because it gives interesting contrast. Because I know that, for example, that pink is not going to be translated very well by the scanner. There's a lot of edits to do for the actual outcome of the project, for like the one that I'm going to print. But this is where I'm gonna stop, at least for this one, before I'm scanning this. So that's one of them. I want this to remain true to what I would paint, to my style, to the kind of things that I like, the kind of colors that I like. It has to be about like magic and nature. It is still a Sakwem's project, you know. I don't want it to look like the ones already made, because then I will just be copying someone else's artwork, which is not my intention. So I'm going to show you two other that I did. The first one actually that I've completed was this guy here. It has changed a lot since I started working on this. It is kind of like flowers, kind of like bushes. It's very oriented towards nature, but if you flip the artwork, you see other things. If you flip it again, you see other things. And in this way, you see other things. So that's why I also want this project to really be released as a homemade kind set. Because that way, when you receive the artwork, you can just work on it in every direction. Some of them have a bit more motion in one direction. So if you do it sideways, you may see other things. I don't see as much because it's very oriented. But if you do it in the other way, which is if I flip this completely, you can see other things, which I really like. It's almost like a trunk with some roots. I don't know. You can have like a fox somewhere. I don't know. Really, it's really up to you. When I look at it from a distance, I see things. and I really like that. So that's those. As you can see, they're really different. This is more abstract, doesn't have any outlines. This is a bit more worked on, maybe a bit too much for the project itself, but I have other pieces that have a bit more abstract finishes, like it's very much blurry still. So I think it's nice to have a combination of more defined pieces, and some are not. So that's why I'm doing that. The other piece then, the last one that I will show you in this video, is this guy, which is one of the favorites that I've made so far. This is the second one that I did, and it used to be very blob looking, and then I smudged everything and I had some drips, and I had like some more shapes randomly with like a fan brush, swirls, defining more then after, adding more contrast or like high crisp details, and I really like it. If I put it this way, what do you guys see? Because that way I don't see a lot, although you could literally put anything on top because it is a clear pale pastel base. This is also something that I wanted to keep in some of the designs, having a bit more white, like negative space, so you can just add something on top. When I look from a distance, I see a skull. I haven't seen that, now I can't unsee it. There's a skull. And if you put it this way, you probably can see other things. If you put it this way, maybe you see what I see, which I'm not going to tell, but I worked on this by flipping the artwork, and then I saw what I really like couldn't not see. Like, it's impossible for me to forget it. So I emphasized that, wondering if people would see the same thing. So I'm not going to show you in the next couple of weeks. I won't show what I'm doing on top of the artwork. I will probably remain kind of like secretive about this and only record content for like a video or something, and then after a couple weeks, when I kind of see what people can do, I will reveal my own take on the base. If you put it this way, you probably can see other things. I don't know, it's up to you, it's completely free. This is so exciting. I want to show you a last one, but I don't know. Should I? Should I not? Should I not? No, I'm gonna refrain and I will leave you here. So yeah, this is a pretty short video, but I still wanted to show you that. Yeah, if you want to see more of the process of this little guy, I did an entire reel with a lot of the details that I worked on basically, but it's not going to be posted until next Friday basically. Yeah, not this week, but the Friday after. So I don't know exactly the date, but it's, I think, the 22nd. So yeah, if you want, be on the lookout for that. Like I said, the reels on Instagram will be posted every Friday at 8 p.m. GMT time, GMT +2, the Paris time. And so yeah, if you want to check it out, remember to take a look in the description and you will have more info about my schedule for social media posts. So yeah, that is it for this quick video. I just wanted to share the excitement because I've been working on a lot of those for past couple, I don't know, like 10+ days, and it's been a lot of fun expressing myself with so many colors and being so free. It almost makes me think that whenever I work on my artworks, I should really start with a random kind of blurry sketchy base, because whenever I work on the design, like the drawing first, if I sketch a character or something, I really tend to overwork it and I tend to really just do a drawing, and I want to be more free when it comes to making artworks. So that's why I also think this kind of project is very interesting if you want to like break free from the way you're doing things, or if you want to break free from like being too polished or too or like overworking a piece. Try to work more instinctively with a base like that, making it more abstract or shapes, just colors popping out, and then you can just try to see things inside the artwork. There's a lot of ways you can do that, and I think it's an interesting project. Whether you want to actually get the set yourself, you can just also express yourself using that same technique in your own artwork. I think it's a great way to really emphasize on the creative process and the imagination that comes with it, compared to like actual coloring books where you will color the artwork of someone else. You can have a bit more freedom when it comes to color choices, and I've seen some people coloring my artworks and they did a complete different like color scheme. This is very different from my own artwork, but it's still very much guided and you can't really change the design. You can only adapt the colors. With this kind of project, it's completely different. You can literally either work with the guidelines that I have provided you with, or you can just do completely different things, and it makes every piece completely different. So I think it's a very fun project, and if you guys like it, and if it works, and if I'm able to make this a successful product, I will definitely make more designs. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, if you have any like ideas of color schemes you want to see, or the kind of base you want to work on, what do you like? Do you want more abstract or more guidelines? Let me know below, and then I'll take that into consideration for the next 4 designs that I have to make. And this is going to be a set of 10, and if it works, maybe I'll do another set then of 10 designs. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share if you want to help me out. And if you are interested into getting more of my content or my products, you can check below. My Etsy store is linked. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!